that passes, we become more and more concerned, and we lose a little bit more hope.
Chief.
Obviously, the longer we go, the more tragic it feels.
Chief, is there any reason y'all was doing searches at Harris Teeter's today, and what about Starbucks, and what about the other?
Yes, where we search, we have a reason to search.
Chief, is there any evidence that you found that Child Protective Services has intervened in, Codi Bigsby's family or followed up? Like, I know that there's a...
It would be inappropriate for me to answer that question.
Why does law enforcement only allow 50 citizens a day to assist, and would that be a regular practice and not let more of the community assist? Because there were hundreds of people that wanted to help, and they were turned away from helping. So is that going to be a regular occurrence if a 4-year-old goes missing? There's only 50 citizens allowed to assist?
We encouraged the public participation. We had a tremendous amount, and we continue to get a tremendous amount of support from the public. We asked for a specific number of citizens to help us on a particular day. We didn't want to extend our resources beyond what we could handle. The public is always welcome to go out, check their yards, check their trash cans, check areas that they may know, recheck what you know that we did. We are certainly not sitting in some space where we want to prevent people from helping. But we got a significant amount of public support, which we appreciate.
Chief, is Codi Bigsby still cooperating and answering your questions at this time?
He is in a jail cell right now.
Chief, why was it so hard on yesterday for his lawyer to get into the jail and speak with his with the father? Why was the lawyer denied access on yesterday to speak to his client?
Thank you. Mr. Bigsby is a 43-year-old man who's had a full career in the Army. He retired from a position of authority. He seems to be quite intelligent. He seems to be quite capable. And part of his capabilities seems to be understanding his rights. At no time did he request to see an attorney. Had he made such a request, we would have honored that request.
Do you know, did the children have like a regular babysitter? Who were they in contact with? Where are the other kids now?
We are not aware of the babysitter.
Where are the other children?
They're safe and private.
A few days ago you said abduction was just not what the evidence was pointing to, and abduction usually is some kind of violent act. Is there a chance he was handed off to a family member and a family member took that, or would you put that under the umbrella of abduction?
There's no evidence that he was handed off to a family member. I will say, I've known a few 4-year-olds in my life. I don't know any who decide at any hour of the morning, when it's dark, to leave their home. I don't know any that do that. I don't believe that.
Chief, allegedly, they say he was not here. Y'all said on news multiple times he was here voluntarily. It's alleged that he was not here voluntarily. Who would stay here for 4 days and a child missing? Was he held against his will or in custody?
Next question, please.
So that's a yes or no.
Was he held against his
Was that a yes or no?
I think I answered.
You didn't answer.
I'll repeat my response. From earlier. Mr. Bigsby is a 43-year-old man with a full career.
Question again, Chief. Was he here voluntarily or was he held here?
My response to this.
Was he here voluntarily? It's a yes or no answer, sir.
He was a capable man who had.
You still haven't answered the question.
To ask for an attorney. He did not make such a request.
That was not the question, Chief. That was not the question.
We have his family here. So we
Excuse me, Chief. But these charges of neglect have come about had this sweet little boy not gone missing.
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question?
But the charges of neglect that are being brought against Mr. Bigsby, but they have come about if this little boy had not gone missing.
Was your brother held against his will? Yes, he was. Thank you. I'm Rhoda Young. I'm the one that working with you.
So you got to keep it down.
Think the man not going to want to search for his child?
bullcrap.
Each day.
And she let that white girl who killed her baby, search for her baby.
Believe that Codi Bigsby is alive and well.
Can you say when the last time his mother spoke to Codi?
No, I cannot say.
Do you know when the last time?
I do not know.
Has she been asked that question?
It would be inappropriate for me to answer that question.
Chief, I don't know if you can answer this. So when Corey contacted y'all that his son was missing, had he returned from one of these situations where he left the children at home, came home, and Codi was missing, or can you not comment on that?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Hey, Chief, for the record, some people, regardless of the educational background, still are not aware that they have the right to an attorney. So that being said, did he at any time was notified that he could have an attorney, or if someone's family hires a lawyer to go see their client, isn't it permissible for the attorney to go see that person, or that person?
Sir, again, for everybody, I'm here for a 4-year-old child.
Right, I understand.
I'm here for a 4-year-old child. His father was made aware of his rights.
Okay.
His father was absolutely made aware of his rights.
Okay.
We will continue to do everything possible to find his son's, his child, that is permissible and appropriate.
Okay, I'm just not clear.
We've never taken a step that was impermissible or inappropriate.
Chief.
Chief, can I ask you, I know a few days ago in a press conference, you said you do not believe that Codi may have gone missing when the 2 a.m. time that was originally put out. Can you say with confidence now that is not when he went missing?
What I said is that the facts that we had didn't match up with what we were being told in a number of cases. So we simply need to investigate more to determine when exactly he went missing.
Chief, for the record, we all are here for the child, but we all are here to also make sure y'all follow the laws that has been constituted. So everybody is required to have a fair trial. And we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until we prove our innocent.
Chief, do you feel like there's a disconnect between the community, law enforcement, and city officials? Because the citizens still haven't heard anything from the mayor. We still haven't heard anything from city council. And you're the chief of police and the city manager. These are who the city looks up to. And a lot of the community feels like there wasn't as much of a sense of urgency for this 4-year-old we keep mentioning as there should be. We feel as if there was a stronger local leadership, this would have been on CNN, Fox News, and every other outlet to try to find this 4-year-old that we have been tirelessly searching for the last 4 days voluntarily. So do you feel as if there is a disconnect between law enforcement, city officials, and the community?
No. We've been supported completely. We've been supported by the mayor, the city manager, the assistant city manager, by other agencies. Fire chief is standing up here with us.
But the community?
We've had a significant amount of support. I am the police chief. This is my responsibility to lead this investigation. I've had everything that I've needed to lead this investigation. There is no disconnect. I will take one more question.
Well, Chief, can I ask for the public's help?
Yes, ma'am.
You've asked for the public's help in putting together a timeline of the last days before Codi was last seen. Has that been helpful? Have you been able to put together a timeline of his father's whereabouts and what he was doing?
We have a timeline that we're working on that still needs to work. It's a work in progress.
Are you still
Thank you
hopeful
so
for
much.
help?
Thank you.
Thank you.
If we could please ask the family questions. The family is here, so we would like to get both sides. The
Sister, yes, sister, how you doing, sister? We're here right now. I was here with you on yesterday and with your lawyer outside. And we was here and I did videotape while y'all was trying to get his lawyer inside of the courthouse. Were you able to get a lawyer inside the house?
No,
inside the courthouse?
They denied him his
Now,
counsel.
we're going back to the campsite. Y'all want to help?
Do you know why they denied you his lawyer?
They said he didn't ask for a lawyer, which he did.
Didn't his lawyer request to go in and see his client?
Yes, he did.
Do you feel like your brother's getting a fair
No, I do not.
Do you think your brother kidnapped his baby or murdered his baby?
No, I do not.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, family.
see where we at, yeah.